Hello, everybody. Welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast where I talk about knitting and yarn things and family and basically what's on my mind. What can I say? Um, it's so good to see you, friends. I hope that you've had a wonderful week since I've last talked to you. Mine's not been too shabby. I'm happy right now. Anyways, I was telling you about what this podcast is about. Well, all these things I do right here in my home outside of Lima, Ohio. And I live here with my very handsome husband, Randy, his very nice father, Ronald, my puppy, Ginger, and my kitty cat, Heather. I thought Ginger would look. I knew Heather wouldn't. I'm surprised she's not on my lap. Anyways, today is May 23rd, 2023. Excuse me. Oh, I wasn't going to do that. And this is episode 307. You can find me online on YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, and WordPress as Naturally Kim's Knitting. And you can find me on Ravelry as Napier's Knits. And then we have our podcast group, Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. And on Instagram, I'm knitting_Kim. Okay, now get to the business part of this. Gotta act professional. Um, I'm an affiliate with Michaels and Knit Picks. So this is the time where I like to tell you what they have going on. See if something catches your fancy. Anyways, with Michaels, oh, they have Memorial Day, graduation things, all kinds of wonderful things that are on sale, really inexpensive. But then they also have select picture frames. Buy one, get one 50% off. That grabbed my attention. And then on Nitpicks, they're having a wool sale. Get on there before midnight. It ends at midnight. Um, but you can save up to 30% off on I can't even think what their wools are now. Stroll. I know that's one. I love this one, and I can't think what it's called. Anyways, go there, check them out because they have wool 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 blends, wool up to 30% off. Then they're having 20% off of all their gloss yarn this month. Then they also have the build your own yarn pack where if you purchase 10 or more skeins, you get 10% off. And then they still have their care and blocking sale going on. And that's, like I said last week, that's the little squares, the pins, the wash, all these things. So check them out. Oh, but if you do check them out, could you please go through ksnapier475 at blogspot.com and then copy and paste whichever link it is that you're going to shop through. Put it in your browser, and it'll take you to the site. And I get a couple pennies, which I then turn around and give to you guys. So what's been? Let's see. Craft along. Well, I give. I talk about how I give it back to you guys. I do that in the form of gift cards, which you can get through craft alongs. We have one that turns over every other month, and it is the finished object. Oh, I don't know. Other than it's cloudy outside, I don't know. Anyways, the finished object one, you just have to start it. Had to have started it after April 1st and finished it by May 31st. Take a picture of it, post it, put the name of the pattern if you have one, and you will be entered in the drawing, which is done by random number generator. And that would happen on June 1st. June 1st, I go in there, I lock the thread, first thing in the morning, lock the thread, and then I have random number generator draw. I don't even know what day of the week June 1st is on. I should know. Have my calendar. Oh no, that won't help me. Anyways, um, yeah, so we have that one going on. Then we have crafting with lace. And by the way, for either one of these, it doesn't have to be knitting, doesn't have to be crochet. It could be any way that you can work this in. So crafting with lace, that goes from May 1st through June 30th. Okay, July 1st I locked that thread, and I like to do it that way because I was doing it where I was giving out many, many, many gift cards, a lot more than I could ever make, even tutoring. So, anyways, so yeah, and same things as the other one. In fact, excuse me. So I had a yawn, so I thought I'd pause this. And I turned it back on. The dog starts barking, so I paused it, and then comes my husband. So anyway, so both the giveaways, the crafting with lace and the finished object, same things with both. Take a picture of the finished object, post it, label it, and you're set for the drawing. Now you can put if you're finished. Okay, let's say if your crafting with lace gets done, you can also put that in the finished object. How about that? Not too shabby. Okay, and I should tell you what the prizes are. So the prizes for both of these are the same thing. You can have either a $10 Nitpicks gift card, a $10 Michaels gift card, any giftable pattern up to $10 American. I need to say that and I forget to. And I have people from other places. I need to make sure it stays under $10 American. Um, yeah, you could choose one of those, and then in addition, you could choose one pattern from Mila's Knit Corner, and I will gift that to you. Okay? Okay, she has some beautiful, beautiful items. And, oh, and if any of you would ever want to sponsor a giveaway, or you would like to, or if you have a prize that you would like to give for a giveaway, let me know. We'll post it. It'll be a prize. How about that? I had a horrible time before forgetting, and this time, if I would have remembered something, I put it in my show notes. So, anyways, okay. Well, let's see. Oh, see, I have my show notes over here right now. I did forget. Once you're announced as a winner, you have 2 weeks, usually till the 15th of the month, to collect your prize. And yeah, and then anybody who doesn't collect it within that time, sorry. Unless you tell me, like if you were sick or something, sorry, my camisole. If you were sick or something, I would hold your prize back as if you came and explained it, or if you get on here and explain it to me. I need ideas because even though we have over a month before the crafting with lace is over, I need ideas. So if you guys pick shawls or something like that, people need time to get their materials together and all that stuff. So let me know. I'm liking letting you guys help me decide. I've got my little list, but I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. So I thought, hey, oh, one thing I don't have on there is fingerless mitts. I need to put that on my list. Fingerless mitts or mittens. I'll have to remember to do that. I can't do it right now because it's on a different thing than my show notes. Guess what? See what's behind me? I have been working on that. I counted it and I gotta remember again. I think I'm through the 12th day of June on this. Oh no, I put down in my notes June 7th on this. Yeah. So I've been able to work on that a little bit while I'm bouncing and whatever. And then I showed you Ren last week. I finished one sock except for the tail, which I'm gonna do when I do both of them. I was, I guess I was there last week, and I thought I only had a couple. No, I was binding off when I talked with you all. So yeah, that one is now finished. Yay, yay, yay! And I've done a couple rows on this at work. One of my ladies at work asked me, where I volunteer, asked me, well, what yarn are you using? And I said, this is some hand dyed, hand spun yarn. Yeah. And the way I made it, the way I dyed it, the two socks are not going to look alike. But that's okay. They have the same yarn in them, same pattern, same kind of heel and toe, and they'll both have the same cuff. So I feel like that's okay then. Okay, I've got to have a drink of my water. It's actually juice with a can of LaCroix and then ice. I'm trying to fight back allergies. I've been having to tutor without a voice lately because I don't want to get on there and have a coughing fit or start sounding hoarse. Now I told you I had two Tagga Hilliard or Cashmere Junkie patterns I'm working on. Well, I should hold it right that up. I'm almost finished. I'm working on this sleeve. I'm making a short sleeve. She gives you the option of short sleeves, 3/4 length, or long. But seeing as how the little girl I'm making this for isn't going to stay this size for long, I decided to make short sleeves. So yeah, I'll probably finish this tonight. Isn't this gorgeous? I love that pattern on it. Ah, she is talented. And so when I finish that one, I'll start the second one. I like that. It took me, I started this last week because I finished off Ren and then I did my podcast. So I started this one last night or Tuesday night last week. Not too bad. That's it in my knitting world. I'm hoping to pick up, since I can do the Afghan, I'm hoping to pick up the unicorn and the dancing T Rex right as soon as I finish the second sweater or second dress. And yeah, because those I'm on straight knitting right now till I get down to the waist. Of course, I have sleeves to do too, which has always been my downfall. Sleeves always, I always sit there and cringe when I have to come to sleeves because even though they seem like they shouldn't take long, sleeves sometimes take it. One sleeve can sometimes take as long as like a front of a sweater. Good news, we had nice enough weather last week. My husband, I should have been doing this outside. Oh, I didn't because we had an emergency alert. And so many times they're amber alerts for like far away from us. Well, this was actually, we have a prison not close by, but on the other side of town. And there was some inmates that escaped. And yeah, so I didn't want to do this outside, just because, even though they'd have to walk an awful long way unless they wanted to drive or something. So I decided I'm just going to do this inside. Maybe I'll show you my garden next week. We'll have to see what the weather's like. But we did get the garden. Randy got the garden all planted. I couldn't go out because first this neighbor mowed, then that neighbor mowed on the lane, and this was while Randy was planting. And I can't be out there when they mow. And then after Randy planted, he mowed. At least they all got it around the same time. But yeah, grass allergies stink. Well, allergies this year are really bad. They're saying I sometimes cringe if I look and see where it's at because I looked one day last week and they were saying for the next 10 days it was like at the top of the grid all the way along. I thought, oh joy, joy. Anyway, so our garden is planted. Here in the States, it's almost Memorial Day. That happens Monday. Big cooking out day, homemade ice cream day. It's usually we make homemade ice cream twice. We make it on Memorial Day. Well, unless we have something special going on, then we make it on like around Labor Day. So that's one time where I know how much I can have of it. I can have that amount. I'm fine. We put some peach preserves in ours. It is so good. So anyway, so yeah, so Memorial Day, and plus we'll probably have a visit from um, one of the boys that used to live here. The other young man passed away not too long ago, so we haven't seen him for a while, anyways. But hi, Ginger. You want up here? No, you just want to lick my legs. They're not sweaty because I haven't done my exercises yet. She loves it when I'm in shorts because that means she can lick my legs, and she likes licking my legs. Are you wanting to go outside? Can you wait a few minutes for me to finish here? We're trying to train her different things. So, anyways, is there anything else I need to talk about? I can't think of anything. I haven't heard from the grandkids again. Molly did send a picture that had Genevieve in it, but only the back of Genevieve. So yeah, you won't see that one. But haven't heard, I need to call them. My biggest problem is the time difference. Because I think, okay, call them at 7. They should be home. But then 7 o'clock comes along and we're cleaning up from supper or all these things, and I forget about it until bedtime. And then I'm too tired to call. So, Molly, if you're watching this, you could have the kids call me around 4 o'clock. I don't know if she watches it or not. She used to, but I don't know if she does. She's so busy anymore. Both both my kids are so busy because when Ian isn't working, he is watching the little one, and then they switch it around so that his wife is work when his wife is working, he watches her and when watches the baby. She's not a baby. She's getting to be almost a year. Almost a year. She's 3 months away from a year. But and so when Ian is working, then Rachel watches the baby, and yeah, yeah, we're hoping to make it over there soon. It's we didn't make it in May because they were traveling or they were um working, so we're hoping it'll be before long. I know Ian doesn't watch this, so I sent it to him, but he doesn't watch it. Anyways, I'm gonna go now, guys. I'm just petting the dog, and I know what she wants, so I'm gonna have to get my shoes on and go outside. But I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. I hope all your craftiness is successful without any mistakes. I'm sorry if my fingers glisten. The dog's been licking them. But if you do make mistakes, I hope they're little ones and that they're easy to correct. Love you all. Big, big hugs. Take care. God bless. And I hope I see you next week. Bye bye.